I start by taking a large wooden frame and carefully placing a thick sheet of tempered glass inside. With a heavy mallet, I strike the glass, watching it shatter into a beautiful spiderweb pattern of cracks. Then I pour a deep blue resin over the surface, which seeps into every crevice, creating a stunning oceanic effect. Once it's cured and polished, the finished table looks like a frozen piece of the deep blue sea, perfectly complemented by matching velvet chairs in a luxurious dining room. My confidence in this piece's durability is 100% since it's fully encased in resin. For this project, I begin with several circular wooden slices of various sizes, arranging them within a rectangular mold. I fill the gaps with smooth white pebbles and pour a vibrant turquoise resin to create a river effect. To add a touch of romance, I sprinkle white rose petals across the surface and seal everything under a crystal-clear layer of epoxy. After some careful torching to remove bubbles and a high-gloss polish, the result is a serene, nature-inspired coffee table that feels light and airy. My confidence in this aesthetic is 100%. I decide to experiment with something more playful, filling a large oval frame with hundreds of colorful gummy bears, arranged carefully in layered concentric circles. Their colors form a bright, almost hypnotic pattern. Around the edge, I install a ring of LED lights to enhance the tones and give the surface a soft glow. Once everything is set, I pour a layer of clear resin over the candy, sealing it beneath a smooth, glass-like finish. After it cures and is gently refined, the piece becomes a whimsical coffee table. This time, I lean into a more organic, grounded aesthetic. I place a large, intricate piece of dried tree root into an oval mold, letting its natural curves and textures define the composition. Around the base, I scatter autumn leaves, adding layers of color and a sense of quiet stillness. Beneath it all, I install a hidden LED strip to create a soft underglow that gently lifts the form. When I pour in a deep, tea-colored resin, the entire scene takes on the feeling of being submerged, like a forest floor beneath calm water. Once cured and polished, the surface becomes smooth and reflective, preserving every detail. The finished table feels timeless, an echo of the woods held in a quiet, crafted form. I begin with an irregular stone-like mold, filling it with layers of shimmering silver glitter and fragments of crushed glass that catch and scatter the light. At the center, I carefully place a single white rose, its form clean and still, encircled by a delicate ring of gold leaf that adds warmth and contrast. Once everything is arranged, I pour a clear layer of resin over the surface, allowing it to settle and encase each element in place. Gentle heat smooths out any imperfections, leaving a flawless, glass-like finish. As it cures, the piece takes on a jewel-like quality, shifting with light and perspective. The final table feels refined and luminous, where softness and brilliance exist in quiet balance. I return to the shattered glass approach, but shift the mood with a more dramatic tone. Inside a rectangular frame, the cracked glass forms a network of sharp, irregular lines, creating depth and tension. Over this, I pour a rich magenta-pink resin that seeps into every fracture, softening the edges while keeping the layered texture visible. At the center, I place a single red rose, its form calm and defined against the fractured backdrop. A light scattering of gold flakes adds subtle highlights catching the light. Once sealed beneath a final layer of resin, the surface becomes smooth. The finished piece carries a quiet contrast, structured yet fluid, bold yet restrained. Charcoal-colored river stones, creating a tactile contrast between the warm wood and the cool mineral. I pour a crystal-clear epoxy over the entire assembly, allowing it to soak deep into the grain. After a rigorous process of torching away bubbles and buffing the surface to a mirror-like shine, the result is a breathtaking fusion of forest and stream.